What's up guys, I'm your casual gamer. So in the last video I told you guys my top 5 modern beat 'em up games to play right now on PC. If you missed that video, link in the description below, make sure to go check it out. Now in this video, we're going to be discussing my top 10 picks for the best beat 'em ups of all time, dating all the way back to the NES. Let's get into it. Roll that number 10. Kicking things off at number 10 is Battletoads Double Dragon. Released in 1993 for the NES and later ported to the Super NES, Genesis, and Game Boy. This was a crossover no one asked for or seen coming, but we took it and I enjoyed it. The game modes were single player or 2-player co-op. We have all 3 Toads, Billy and Jimmy in this game. Now I will admit, this game was not easy, but it kept you coming back for more each time trying to get further in the game. And I'm not even sure if I even beat this game, honestly. Next up at number 9, we got Mighty Morphin Power Rangers the movie, the game. Released in 1995 for the Genesis and Super NES. So we got Billy, Kimberly, Rocky, Adam, Aisha, and my favorite Tommy as the White Ranger. You start off every level in your regular form. In order to morph, you have to pick up lightning bolts dropped by enemies to build up your morphin meter. Once you have morphed, you get a stronger attack as well as that Ranger's special weapon. The bosses are monsters from the show's second season, and the final boss is Ivan Ooze from the movie. Oh, and also there is no Megazord battles in this game, unlike the first game, which is a good thing. I hated those fights. And yeah, I was a Power Rangers fan back in the day. Number 8, Fighting Force, a 3D beat 'em up developed by Core Design, and it was released for the PlayStation and Nintendo 64. And a lot of people had mixed reviews about this game. Me myself, I enjoyed it. At the time it was released, I looked at this game as a 3D version of Streets of Rage. There are 4 players you can choose from, and they all have a special move that can be performed with the loss of a portion of health. And this game was a hit because it sold pretty well, better than developers even thought it would. So good that they even released part 2, but that game wasn't a beat 'em up, it was more of a stealth type game. My number 7 pick is Dragon's Crown, released in 2013 and developed by Vanillaware for the PlayStation 3 and PlayStation Vita. It was also later ported to the PlayStation 4. In this game you choose from 6 character classes to fight in a certain style, and the game is about exploring dungeons in the Kingdom of Highland. The storyline follows the characters as they journey across Highland and become involved in the search for the magical Dragon's Crown. This is a great beat 'em up mixed with role playing. Number 6 is Altered Beast, released in 1988 and developed by Sega. Now this game started in the arcades and was then ported to the Genesis and Master System. The game is set in ancient Greece and follows a character chosen by Zeus to rescue his daughter Athena from the ruler of the underworld. This game has power-ups that make you stronger until you take the form of different magical beasts. A different one for every level, that is. You can become a wolf, a dragon, a bear, tiger, and a golden wolf. The game was short with only 5 levels, but it has high replay value due to the difficulty. But I find this game at its best when playing in local co-op. Taking that halfway spot at number 5 is Golden Axe, a game that takes place in a medieval fantasy world where 3 heroes have the task of recovering the legendary Golden Axe. The game was developed by Sega for the Genesis, Mega Drive, and Master System. For the time period this game was released in, the graphics and animations were good looking, the enemies and stages were well designed, and the combat itself is fast and responsive with a good number of different moves and combos to pull off. And a cool feature is, you could even ride on some of the monsters that were in the game. My number 4 pick is Final Fight 3, a beat 'em up by Capcom released for the Super Nintendo. This is the 3rd game in the franchise and in my opinion, the best game in the Final Fight series. There are 4 characters in this game and they each have a special move gauge that will allow your character to pull off a Street Fighter style attack. Also, there is single player and 2-player modes as usual in every beat 'em up game, but in this game there is a mode called automatic 2-player. This allows you to play the game as a 2-player experience, but having the computer control the 2nd player. So if you don't have any friends, no need to worry, the computer has your back in this game. Number 3, The Bouncer for PlayStation 2, produced by Square and one of the best looking games ever released on PS2. It's a story of 3 bouncers on a rescue mission to save their friend from the technology megacorporation, Mikado Group. The game plays like an action movie, with the plot unfolding different depending on which of the 3 characters the player chooses. This was a great game with a great story and I really enjoyed it, but I'm sad to say that the game sales were not that great. So most people probably have never played this game and I recommend you guys emulate this game using PCSX2 if you want to give it a try. It's definitely worth it.
Hey, come on!
Taking the number 2 spot is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Turtles in Time. It's based on the 1987 animated series that I was a huge fan of. This game was originally an arcade game and was ported to the Super Nintendo in 1992. You face enemies from both the 1987 cartoon and the movie Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2: Secret of Ooze. The controls were simple, but everything you needed was there. The level designs were good and the gameplay was fun. Even if you didn't watch the cartoon, you would probably enjoy this game. And my number 1 pick is Streets of Rage 2, or in Japan, they called the game Bare Knuckle 2. It was published by Sega in 1992 for the Mega Drive and Genesis. I loved everything about this game. The gameplay improved from the first game. They had this attack called Blitz Attack that replaced the police car attack from the previous game. They gave each player their own special attacks, but using them will cause you to lose some health, but still a nice feature though, along with some great level design. They even added a duel mode where 2 players can face off against each other, and they didn't have to do that, but it was a nice feature. All reasons why I would say that this is the best beat 'em up of all time. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that thumbs up button. And as always, make sure to let me know what you think about my top 10 picks. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Until then, peace.